I'm laughing about the whole situation. Do I think it's important? I do, but I don't think people are going to get, no matter what side you fall on, politically or religiously, you're not going to get what you think you're going to get if they release this, whatever it is, file or list.
Sure.
Because this is the way this works. I love that it works this way. If the names on that list happen to be Rush Limbaugh, Ronald Reagan, Donald Trump, Sean Hannity, this radio station and CNBC are going to be running around going, I knew it. I knew they were on it. And Fox and everyone else is going to go, I want to see the proof. Now, conversely, if those names are Bill and Hillary Clinton, Robert De Niro, Rachel Maddow, your station and MSNBC are going to be going, they're doing that's bullshit. I want to see the proof. And you know what? Fox and Newsmax are going to go, I knew they were involved. I knew they. Meanwhile, none of us are involved.
Careful with the cursing. We've got commercial stations that can't do that.
It's crap. It's crap what I'm saying. We're down here on the ground, little people fighting over this like we have a dog in this fight, and it's so much worse and evil than any of us know. And our voices, it matters if we stay together, but guess what? Liberals want conservatives to die and fade away, and everyone's right. My side's right. My guy's fighting for me. Your guy would step over you on a sidewalk like my guy would if we were laying there asking for help.
Yeah. So I'm going
we all get together as a people. We're done.
I'm going to agree, but I'm also going to disagree that that at least speaking for myself, and I think speaking for a lot of people here, that my first love, my first loyalty is to humanity. And because my loyalty is to humanity, I think that humanity has to figure out how to work together. And so my loyalty comes to democracy. And that democracy is not limited to the percentage of people who agrees with me on everything. My assumption is that the number of people who agrees with me on everything is one, and that person is wearing my pants. And not because out there, somebody's out there stole my pants, it's because it's me. And so while I agree that we are biased by our priors and cognitive dissonance runs rampant, and we are more likely to confirm our biases as humans, vastly more likely to take on information that confirms our biases than that undermines our biases. And I also think that's why long-form conversation matters. I also think that's why even smart persuasion matters, so we can think about what might land, what might cross over, I even think that's why identifying cross-cutting priorities matters. It's even why I prioritize democracy as a principle, because I believe that matters to more than 50% plus one of the American people. I sadly don't think it applies and is resonant to 99% of the people. But I do think that there's a supermajority of people in this country who can and will and should and might support the idea that we should decide things together. I think there are some cross-cutting priorities, and that even just as a matter of political philosophy are the equivalent of not just stepping over our political adversary on the street. I don't think we should build a movement that does that, but that's just my take, Al. Last word for you.
I try to be optimistic, and believe me, in my everyday life, smiling, laughing, joking.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get down the rabbit hole so deep that you realize it's almost a futile effort, because that 0.5% is controlling the narrative that truly controls the narrative. Oh, and it ain't Donnie Trump, and it ain't Joey Biden, it's much bigger than that.
Yep.
And we're all being played. We're just little cogs in the wheel, and we're just so used to running around pointing at each other that we can't get off our own little thing to look at each other and go, we're on the outside. Ned Beatty said it. There are no Sunnis and Shiites. There are no Republicans and Democrats. There's haves and have-nots. Yep. You might as well be on the side to get you well paid.
Yep.
So that's the way I